Yeek. Oh, hello, Tanya. Oh my goodness. All right. I think I am live. All right. I'll wait a minute and see. I know Tanya is here. We'll see if anybody else is coming. Oh my goodness, what a day. Ooh, I can't believe it's already time for this. The day went very, 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 very fast. But I have my book that I'm reading tonight. I am super excited about it. I am. All right, Tanya, what are you reading tonight? Are you reading or are you doing something else tonight? God, my hair. I gotta get something done about this. Oh boy. All right, I am reading a book called All the Light We Cannot See. It's been out for a while, but it's a book that we're reading for my book club. And my book club meeting is on Saturday. So I only got a few days to finish this, and I haven't started it yet. But I'm not too worried. I think my Kindle is telling me the average time to read it is like 6 to 8 hours or something like that. So I'm not too worried. I will be ready for book club on Saturday. Yeah. So Tanya's reading Fiona and Jane. Tanya. I'm reading, that's for next month. All right. Tanya's getting ahead of me with my reading. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Fiona and Jane is what I'm reading for Book Tales Book Club with Tanya next month. So Tanya's going to be well prepared, well in advance of our Book Tales Book Club meeting. Yeah. Yep. All right. Okay. So far it's you and me, Tanya. Are you ready to read? I think we should read for 25 minutes. And then I'm going to go get a haircut. Oh my gosh. I'm like, ugh. All right. I'm going to set my alarm. You can't see it. Can you see it? It's down here because my phone is plugged in because it's at 4%. So I'm going to set my alarm for 25 minutes and we're going to read. And then we will be back for some chat. So are you ready, Tanya? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bing. Stop reading. Hey, Tina. Welcome to the reading sprints. Tina's doing schoolwork. 30 things. 30 homework? You have 30 things to do? Tina, that's going to take you some time. 30 things. All right. Tanya, how's your book? My book is not hard to read, but I feel like we're getting a lot of backstory here at the beginning. Tina's doing extra work for tomorrow. Tina, that's good. You're getting ahead. Very, very good. What kind of schoolwork do you have? Like, what are you studying? Yeah, my book is slow going. It's so far, we started in 1944 and there was a bombing. Like the Americans are bombing someplace in France. And so we started in 1944 and then we moved to 1933 or something. So it's a little bit slow. All right. Oh, Tina, I can do any subject. Oh, all right. Hey, V reads. V, is your first name Vivian? I don't know. V reads. Hey, first time on here. Reading some graphic novels. Want to finish all of them, then move on to The Secret History. Ah, I don't know anything about The Secret History. What's The Secret History? Tell me. Oh, Tanya's going. All right, Tanya, I'll see you next week. Next week, am I going to start the same book you're reading? I don't know. All right, Tanya, see you. Thanks for coming. I'll see you next week. You can pick any subject? Tina, what is your favorite subject of all of the subjects that you could possibly pick? I'm trying to think, what would my favorite subject be? Probably English, or I guess if I could learn any subject, my mom could never teach me this, but I would want to learn like astronomy, like about science and the stars, but that would not be something my mom would have been able to teach me probably in homeschool. Very cool. Try to do 20 every day. Yesterday you did 30. Today you're doing 30. And then tomorrow you do 0. Cool. Wow. History or biology? Huh. History would be good. I like history. But I heard something. Oh my gosh. All right. V reads. It's by Donnie Dark. Based from my understanding. You are like me, V reads. I don't like to know too much about the book before I read it either. I like to just look at the cover and see like if the title sounds good or if I know the author. I don't want to know too much about it. I do. I like going into it. I'm with you on this. A group of students, a murder. Oh my God. Do you think it's going to be like a scary book or it's going to just be like a detective novel? Oh, The Goldfinch. I've heard of The Goldfinch, and The Goldfinch is supposed to be really good. I am reading All the Light We Cannot See. I just started it like 30 minutes ago, so I'm not very far into it. It's the book that my book club on Saturday is going to be talking about, so I got to read it. And so far it's good. It's set in World War II. So I don't read like it, like you, I didn't read very much about it. My book club chose it and I'm happy with that. So From what I can tell, it's like set in the 40s, the 1930s and 1940s in France. And at the beginning, the Americans were bombing at the end of the war. So now we've jumped back to the 30s, like before World War II. So I'm not really sure what it's about, but so far so good. I don't know. Have you read it? V reads. What should I call you? V? I don't know. V. And Tina, have you guys read All the Light We Cannot See? No? Yes? No? I don't know. 2 hours to do 20 things. That's not so bad. Is it? That sounds, if I could do 20 things in 2 hours, that'd be pretty good, I think. So now you're doing 30 things in 3 hours? If I take a break from school. Oh, you guys, Tina and V reading books with murder. All about the murder. I don't know. I don't like scary stuff. Is it scary? I don't like the scary stuff. Wait, V, you started my book? You started All the Light We Cannot See? Haven't read it. Just call me V. Oh, Victoria. Victoria, V, you can call me Vivian. Some of my friends call me V. Yeah. It's not scary. A cozy mystery with a murder. Tina says, it's a cozy mystery. It's just there's a murder. Good. I don't like scary books at all. I do like a mystery. Wait a minute. Nobody gets murdered in the Gilmore Girls. It's fun and cozy like the Gilmore Girls. Is it like, you may not know this, you may be too young for this, but do you know that TV show in the US, Murder, She Wrote, with Angela Lansbury? You might be too young to know this, but it's like this amateur detective who's a writer. She's an old lady, although maybe she's not as old as she is when the show comes on, but she's a writer, but murders are constantly happening in her little town. And so she sort of turns into this amateur detective. And I suppose that is like a cozy mystery. I don't know. Murder, She Wrote is a cozy mystery. All right, then I get it. Oh, Tina, you are hilarious. I can't believe that you know Murder, She Wrote. I can't believe you know that. You must be watching a lot of like old time TV. Because Murder, She Wrote, I think was like, I felt like when I was watching it as a kid with my grandmother, I felt like it was an old TV show back then. That's funny. Hey, yeah, fellow V. I love it, Victoria. All right, so let's see what else we have going on here. Started the book you're reading, and then I got distracted. I haven't picked it up again. I think that would be hilarious if like you just showed up and we were reading the exact same book. That would be hilarious. I mean, we sort of are. You said, I think you got like 20 pages in. I'm like 20 pages in, probably. I'm a few chapters in. Like we just got to the part. Did you get to the part yet where the girl just went blind? That's basically where I am. She just went blind and her dad is like trying to teach her how to navigate the world when she's blind. So yeah, I'm not very far in. I didn't get very far in the first reading sprint, but it's not, did you think this, V, that it's not like you can't read it very fast. I could pick it up. Then it's going to be spoilers of the book. Well, I already spoiled something. The girl's blind in the first 10 pages. Too funny. Tina, thank you for subscribing. That makes me happy. Yeah, so I do like the reading sprints. every Wednesday, I'm trying to do a reading sprint. And so far, so good. And then, so the last Wednesday of the month, I'm doing a reading challenge this year. I'm reading everything by Colleen Hooper. Because she's like at the end of last year, every time I would walk anywhere in a bookstore, a library, she was everywhere. And so I was like, I don't really know anything about this woman, but she seems pretty popular. Everybody's talking about her. And so when I set up my reading journal this year and I was like, let me do a reading challenge. Let me do everything that Colleen Hoover has ever written. So that's what I decided to do. Tina, you like Colleen Hoover? Tell me, have you read everything? How many Colleen Hoover books have you read? So I started the All by Colleen Hoover challenge in January. So I'm 1 month in. I read one Colleen Hoover book last year, completely accidentally. I don't even know how I got it, Regretting You. And I was like, oh my God, V, you've read every single thing? Okay, V, Tina has read 10 of her books. That's at least half. Okay, you guys, I have a proposition for you. All right, so I'm reading everything she wrote this year. And the last week of the month, instead of doing reading sprints, oh no, Kimberly. I refuse to read Colleen Hoover because she's popular. And what she writes about. Kimberly. All right, I love this. I love this. Okay, so like I say, I've only read, I think I'm reading my 4th book of hers. The book I read of hers last year, Regretting You, I liked it, but I didn't love it. I was sort of a little bit like Kimberly, what she was writing about, I was like, this is weird. Her characters were doing things that I was like, is that what a person would do? There were things that, people make different life choices than me, right? So maybe that character would do that thing. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't hate it. I was like, The 3 books I read, did I read 2 books last month? Hang on, where's my reading journal? I think I read 2 books last month and I liked them. Layla, which I thought was going to be scary, and I had to stop reading because I was like, oh my God, what the hell is going on? There's a ghost in the house. No, leave the house now. I am too afraid. I had to stop reading it. And then I calmed myself down and read it in the light of day, and I liked it. But the thing, sometimes when I'm reading, Kimberly, do you think this? Sometimes I read them, I'm reading her stuff, and I'm like, this would be a great book for teenagers. This is I didn't know anything about her or about the books. And then I look her up and I'm like, oh, it would be great for teenagers because literally it's young adult. She wrote it. And I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. This would be a great young adult book. I don't read a lot of YA, except now I'm reading Colleen Hoover. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah. All right. V read them yes. She was blowing up everywhere I looked. It was everything she'd ever written was in every library window, in every bookstore window at the end of last year. And I live in Portugal and she was everywhere. So, and I had never heard of her before. All of a sudden she's everywhere. And so I was like, I got to check this woman out. Oh, and so you've been reading her stuff since 2014 or something like that. All right. I like you like her before she's popular. You're not on the bandwagon. You were there before. Tina liked Layla. All right, Tina. Here was my big problem with Layla. The fact that leads was like the fact that they were using Layla's body without her consent and without her knowledge. That bothered me. And it bothered Leeds, but he was like, yeah, we really shouldn't keep doing this, but let's keep doing it. Right? I was like, that's a little, like, that's not cool. But yeah, that was my Layla thing. She does, Tina, you're right. She does have some adult books. So Reminders of Him, I just finished last month, and I did really like it. I did really like Reminders of Him. I thought it was really, really good. And there were, so every year I keep track of, like I do, like, it's sort of like the Oscars, but it's my own little award show. Like I do, like, so last year I did Best Main Character, Best Supporting Character, and Best Scene, and maybe one other thing. I can't remember because that was 2 months ago. So this year what I'm doing is, what am I doing this year? I'm doing funniest scene. What am I doing this year? Funniest scene, best main character, best meet cute, and then best poem, which doesn't really like correlate to anything. But Reminders of Him had a couple of scenes that qualified. One that I thought was maybe best meet cute, and then one that was maybe funniest. So I did like Reminders of Him, and it was very adult. She does a lot of sexy time in her books. Like there's a lot of sexy time. I don't know. Oh, and they were your least favorite. Well, good. That means I have a lot to look forward to. If those were your least favorite ones, that makes me happy. Well, Tina, you don't want to spoiler it. Well, we've all read it. Kimberly, have you read Layla? Yeah, I guess. Yes. Yes, Tina, yes. They were meh. The earlier releases of hers. Yeah, this is the thing. Sometimes things don't age very well, right? This is why I think like Layla, I'm like, the whole like consenting thing is maybe just my own, like, it's not aging well. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, I'm with you. Tina, you're going to be like a spoiler, but we've all read it. Kimberly hasn't read any of them. Kimberly doesn't want to read any of them. So she's like, I don't care. Spoil it away. I'm not reading anything. Her more adult ones I really enjoyed. Okay, here's my other thing. V, have you read Verity? You have. You've read everything. So I read the first chapter. Somebody put like the first, I don't know if it's the first chapter or something. Somebody put it online and I read it and I was like, oh my God, this is like, wow. And then someone else, one of my friends, started reading Verity and was like, with the sexy time, she was like, I'm pretty liberal, but are we doing this kind of thing? Like, is this what we're doing these days in the sexy time? I don't know. It sounded like it was very adult. Verity. Have you read Verity? Kimberly's like, I don't want to know anything. Kimberly, what are you going to read today? Are you reading something in our reading sprint? You have such strong feelings. No, people have strong feelings about Colleen Hoover. Oh my gosh. Ooh. You guys are fun. Hey, tell me where you are. So I'm in Portugal, but I'm from New York, but I live in Portugal now. So it is almost 6 o'clock at night here in Portugal. So I'm about to, when we finish here, I'll go and have some dinner and take my evening walk. But yeah, I'm in Portugal. The sexy times, yes. Yes, it's true. I feel the same way. I'm like, I don't think that's not me, but oh, if you want to do them, consenting adults, whatever you want to do, fine by me. V's in the Philippines. V, what are you doing up at 2 o'clock in the morning? Oh my gosh. It's noon where Kimberly is. Noon. So you are in you're in like New York or something. You're on the East Coast. Well, no, noon. You're in Chicago. Oh my goodness. All right, Tina, where are you? Oh, yeah. You guys, V, what are you doing up at 2 o'clock in the morning? I hope you were out like celebrating your birthday or something. I don't know. Tina's in Kentucky. Very cool. So you and Kimberly are on the same time, Tina. It's noon where you are too. Well, 1 o'clock, 12:50. Yeah, I'm at 5:50 p.m. Oh my gosh. Hey, you guys, thank you for joining me. I'm a vampire. Oh my God. You might be. I just read, so the Colleen Hoover that I'm reading for this month is not really Colleen Hoover, but she has it on her website. It's two more days. It's like the compilation of short stories that all start with the words 2 more days. And somehow Colleen Hoover is involved in that. Even though like she didn't write it. And I just finished reading, it's a bunch of short stories, which so far I'm like, wah, wah. Except the last one that I just read is like a vampire undead sort of short story from St. Louis. And like, that's the one I liked the best so far. And I didn't even really love it, but it was way better than all the other ones I read. So the fact that you say you're a vampire makes perfect sense to me. You're a vampire, you like Colleen Hoover, you're up at 2 o'clock in the morning, drinking blood, reading a book about murder. Yeah, it all makes sense. Yeah. All right, V. Lunchtime. It is lunchtime for you, the vampire. Are you joking? I hope you are, because I'm laughing. Yeah. Well, no, she didn't write it. Like, so you have read everything she's actually written. Because like you, I don't read what the books are about before I pick them. I didn't know until I started reading it that she didn't write it. You had the right word, anthologies. It's like a collection of short stories that she curated or that she something. So yeah. You have read everything she's read. You just haven't read everything that she's involved in, I guess. I don't know. Everything she's put together. I don't know. Anyway, all right. What do you think? Let's do one more. Let's read for another like 25 minutes and then we'll chit chat again and decide if we want to go for another round or if, it's time for, I don't know, V, you've got to go out stalk some prey or something as your vampire thing. I don't know, before the sun comes up. I don't know. I don't know much about vampires. Do you have to go out before the sun comes out though? I don't know. All right. Oh, you think she wrote one story? Maybe she did. I haven't, like I said, I'm only like 5 or 6 stories in. So I haven't seen whether none of the 5 stories I've read so far has she written, but you might be right, Tina. All right. Stay away from Never Never. All right. I can't stay away. I have to read it, but I am warned. Thank you. All right. Kimberly's ready for another sprint. Tina's ready for another sprint. V? Good. V, we've got to be clear on our on our public profile. All right, let's do another sprint. I'm going to set a little alarm here for 25 minutes. And yeah. All right, we are on to 25 minutes. Are you ready? Get set. Read. Oh, come here. Start. Stop, stop, stop. All right, did you hear the alarm? We are 20 minutes done, 25 minutes done. All right, time to chat. Tina, did you get your stuff done? Did you get your work done? V, how's it going on your graphic novels? Kimberly, I forget what you're reading, but how did it go? My book is getting way more interesting. Yeah, way more interesting. Like I'm starting to actually like understand who the characters are and what they're doing and a little bit of what's going on. So I'm enjoying it more. The beginning, I was like, it's a lot of very short chapters, right? You know, this be very short. And it was like hard to follow, I think, because we're bouncing back and forth between two different characters' lives. So, and it's very short. So I was like, I feel like I don't know what's going on. I have to go slow. I don't know. So, but this was better. This 25 minutes was good. Like now I'm really getting into it and I'm like, oh, these characters are cool. I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like somebody's about to die, but I don't know, right? Hitler is on the march. I'm a little bit afraid that, yeah, something bad is going to happen to one of these kids. All right. Tina did 6 things for school. Very good, Tina. Well done. And V, 44% of the graphic novel. And then you're going, yeah. All right. All right. How are you enjoying your graphic novel? And Tina, I'm thinking your schoolwork was maybe not so hard. That's good. Or maybe you're super smart. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. My problem now is going to be, should I just keep reading this book all night and finish it? Or should I like go do some of the other stuff that I'm supposed to be doing tonight, like eating dinner? I was going to go for a nice long walk. Yeah. Now I'm sort of like, I just want to read my book. Tina's got videos, quizzes. Wait a minute. So you're even doing quizzes during the 25 minutes? 20 things, including quizzes. Wow. That's how many quizzes did you do? How many did you do? That seems, I feel like you're getting a lot done. A lot done. Tina is killing it. I haven't heard of that, V. Yes, add all the light if you can do it. And then like somehow let me know. How do you know? Can you send a message on YouTube? I don't know. Let me know and we'll like chat about it. Yeah, my book club is on Saturday, so I have to finish it to talk about it with them. But yeah, V, let me know what you think. Videos are 5 to 10 minutes and the quizzes are 5 to, so is it like a quiz on every video? Like you have to watch a video and learn what you're going to learn, and then you have to take a quiz on what you learned in the video? I mean, that sounds like a good teaching idea, but it sounds like a lot of work as a student. It sounds like a lot of, yeah, a video on a quiz, then a video on a quiz. A video and a quiz and a video. Yeah. All right. Ooh, Tina, have you read Heartstopper? You and V. Oh my God, you guys are totally talking about this. All right, carry on, carry on. I'm going to keep it coming up here. I'll keep your conversation going here. Okay, good. You're going to find me. But V, I feel like you and Tina need to find each other too. Oh my gosh. I read the 4 volumes that are out. V, are you just on the first one? Which one are you on? Heartstopper. Love me some gays. You are funny. Tina, are there, so all the volumes that are out, Tina has read. guys. Okay, now I feel like I have to look this up and put it on my list. I have never read a graphic novel, I don't think. Never in my life. Now I feel like I have to read The Heartstopper. There's 4 volumes in Heartstopper. I feel like I gotta look this up. All right. If I'm not looking at you guys, it's because I'm looking for Heartstopper on Amazon. Heartstopper graphic novel series. Alice Oserman? Is this who we're talking about? Alex Oserman? Absolutely amazing. I should totally read it. I'm trying. Adapted to a show on Netflix. I have Netflix. Laughing then crying then laughing? Oh my gosh. All right. I've got Alice Oseman, creator of the 1,000,000-copy best-selling Heartstopper books. Heartstopper Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, yearbook, coloring book, TV edition. Yes, now an acclaimed live-action Netflix series. Boy meets boy, boys become friends, boys fall in love. Best-selling LGBTQ+ graphic novel about life, love, and what? And everything that happens in between. All right. It won a prize. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to get this. I've never read a graphic novel before. It'll be my first one. Yeah, I like laughing and crying. Yes, Alice Oseman. Yes. Oh my gosh, this sounds hilarious. This sounds great. Laughing, crying. That's my kind of book. All right, let me think. I might be able to put that on my reading list for, well, maybe February. We'll see. They're wholesome discussions of real life things too. Well, that sounds perfect. It's adorable. They're so cute. I mean, I just read the description and it sounds really good. I don't know if I have this on my Netflix in Portugal. Although I feel like I don't want to watch the Netflix until I read the books, right? Because I feel like the Netflix will never do the books justice. And I feel like I want to get the book story before I watch the Netflix. Do you think do you recommend this? You who have read these books? Oh, you just started them, V. Yeah, all right. So you're 4 hours in and you're on book 3. Tina thinks the TV show is good. Tina, do you think I should watch the Netflix show or I should read the books? Or both? But reading all the volumes, V's going to read them all and then watch. Oh, extremely accurate. Like sometimes well, now that's unusual. But read it first. All right, I will take your advice. It matches with what I usually know is true about books that are turned into movies or TV shows. Yeah, all right. And if they are super easy, it's possible I can add them in February. My February list is pretty big though. Let me pull it up here because I've got that Colleen Hoover thing. And there's it's really long, that Colleen Hoover anthology on Webtoons. I don't know what Webtoons is. Yeah, they could do a word for word script. Maybe graphic novels are easier to do scripts for. Did you know that Neil Gaiman has that graphic novel that Netflix also did something? I can't think of the name of it. God, it's so popular. I can't think of the name of it. But I'm wondering if that's the same sort of thing. What am I doing in February? Where's my Let's see. What am I reading this month besides the 10 million page Colleen Hoover? Sandman. Yes, yes, Sandman. That's it. Have you seen or read Sandman? I have not, because like I said, I never read a graphic novel before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 7 books to read this month on my list. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get to it. Can you see this? Hard to see. Yeah, I got 7 books. And 2 more days is really big. All right, maybe March. What's happening in March? I can maybe fit it in March. Because February is only 28 days. I got a lot of pages on my reading list. They're not published books. Some get published from webtoons. I don't know webtoons. Not read any. Neil Gaiman. I read one Neil Gaiman book for my book club 2 years ago, maybe. The House at the End of the Lane or something like that. And I think I liked it okay. I can see why he's a popular writer, but it was a lot more like fantasy-ish. And it's that fantasy-ish stuff is not my favorite. I say that, but then I love the Chronicles of Narnia. And I liked Harry Potter. So I guess fantasy might be my thing. I don't know. Me too, V. V, but how do you feel about the Chronicles of Narnia or Harry Potter? That's fantasy, and I like it. You have to read romance on Valentine's Day. All right. Actually, that's not a bad idea, Tina, to throw something in that I could read just on Valentine's Day. Although I have to tell you, I'm having a little party with 2 of my single friends on Valentine's Day, and we might be in a food coma. There might not be any reading on Valentine's Day. Yes, V. V, I feel like I'm not a vampire, but you're not either. You've made it very clear. But it's possible we have exactly the same taste in books and things. How we don't read the descriptions of anything. We just read a book. I don't know. Yeah. Do you see my face right now? Tina, do you see my face right now at what V is saying? I have not read 1 word. Tina, do you see my face right now? Okay, we need to discuss. Tina, have you not read any more because you read the first one and you were like, eh. And V, why are you not reading these? My reading taste has changed. Oh yes, you're much more highbrow now, I see. Yes, you're very fancy now. No more fantasy. No more Harry Potter, Dungeons and Dragons and demons and Voldemort and then whatever. Okay, Tina, I see. I see how you are. Just borrowed a copy of the first one. All right. Well, I never thought I would be a Harry Potter reader because I thought it was a children's book, right? But I was going to be in Edinburgh for a couple of months. And the rumor was that the Royal Mile and how all the buildings are set up are what inspired Hogwarts and Dragon's Alley or whatever. I can't even remember the name of it. But so I was like, you know what? I feel like being in Edinburgh would be a nice time to read these Harry Potter books because if I'm in the environment, it'll make them a little bit more real and magical to me. And I feel like it did because I could really visualize what Hogwarts looked like. And because it looks exactly like Edinburgh in my brain. The way I read it on the page looked exactly like Edinburgh. Yeah. I have read some Kristen Hanna and I do like her. And she's actually, I think I follow her on Amazon because I do like her stuff. I do. Adults or new adult books? What's a new adult book? I read book one when I was 14. It's been a couple of years. Yeah. Yeah. When did I read Harry Potter? It was probably, well, okay. It's been a couple of years and I was not 14. I was like 45. Book two has spiders in it. Well, yeah. All right. I have not seen any of the Harry Potter movies though. So I would like to, because I can't in my mind envision how they play Quidditch, how they play that game where they're flying on brooms in the air and they're catching things. I can't visualize it. So I feel like I need to watch the movie so I can see what that looks like. Not a big fan when I was younger, and now I'm in my 30s. Yeah, I know. I was 45 or older. I was an old woman reading them. And it did feel weird, but that's why I read on a Kindle, so nobody can see the cover of the book that I'm reading. New adults, books around college. All right, so it's like young adult and then new adult and then like adult. Is that right? I don't know, we all have different stages of books. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so much fun. All right, so here's the big question. Should we do another round or are we done? What do you think? I'm going to let you guys decide. I can do either one. It's 6:30 and I can be done or we can go another 25 minutes. What do you think? What do you think? In between young adult and adult. Good to know. The Nightingale. That's the one in my head that I like remember, but I feel like I read it a while ago. Tina says, let's go. V says, let's go. All right, 25 minutes. Set my alarm again. Still early for me. The sun hasn't come up yet. You're still fine, V. All right, so I'll set my alarm. We'll do another 25. Ding, 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 ding. All right, are you ready? Get set. Read. Go. All right. Okay, we did it. We did it. We did it. I did it. Did you do it? All right. How's it going? Tina, you done with your work? V, how's it going with this book? I am chipping away at my book, and it is getting good. It is. I have highlighted a number of passages. So, yeah. Made some coffee. Tina, 5 things and made coffee. Good, good. These at 89%. Oh my God, you're almost done. You're almost done. 11 out of 30. Tina, you're almost halfway. Very good, very good. I feel like we got a lot done. Yeah, I think so. I feel like I'm well into my book. I'm well into the part where I'm starting to be like, what happens next? What happens next, right? I'm starting to get invested in the characters, which is very cool. Coffee too. Well, V, it's about time for you to wake up. So it's almost dawn. You can have some coffee in the morning there. All the light. Yes, yes, I know. V, what do you got? How many books are you on your TBR? Do you do it by month? I have it the whole year sort of planned with books I have to read for like book clubs. And I planned in for this All by Colleen Hoover challenge, like the things I wanted to do this year, my goals. I've got those planned out by the year, but then I plug in books by the month. And like, I have a lot of books in my TBR this month. So do you do it by month? Do you just do it by like, I feel like reading all of these books and when I get to them, I get to them? I don't know. What are you thinking? Tina's got a lot done. Tina, you're almost halfway done. And that means tomorrow you don't have to do anything. Well, you have to go to the doctor, right? But you don't have to like do schoolwork, maybe. Maybe. Oh, the Kindle. Do you have the Kindle Unlimited? Because that really is not going to help you with the TBR. Yeah. Monthly. Yeah. Because Tina, you and I might be the same person. I don't plan the next 5. 4 of those. Yeah, because you're almost done, 89% or something. Yeah. Yeah. I have the Kindle, right? I read on my Kindle. And several years ago, I had to get the Kindle Unlimited because I was going broke, right? Buying all of these books on the Kindle. So I did the Kindle Unlimited. And like now I'm like you. I have like all of these books I want to read. So it's just a matter of like figuring out when I'm going to read them. Oh no, they're not mostly smut. I mean, no, because I don't really read smut. So yeah, no. I mean, Colleen Hoover is about as smutty as I get. Yeah, I'm not a big smut person. And yeah, but there's a lot of really good books on there. And there are some crappy stuff that I wouldn't read, but Kindle Unlimited keeps me in books and I'm fine with it. Yeah. So, I mean, I get a lot out of it. Tina's tomorrow just has to go to the doctor, hopefully. And she doesn't do the monthly. Tina, you think it would freak you out? It would stress you out to do the monthly? Yeah. No, look, I Well, yeah, I only did the Kindle Unlimited because I kind of felt the same way for a while that like the Kindle Unlimited didn't have the good books, but there's a bunch of Colleen Hoover on the Kindle Unlimited, and which is nice because if you want to like if you're done reading a book and you're like, God, I spent $50 on books this month. I don't want to buy another book. Kindle Unlimited. You can read like 5 more books. There's some good stuff there. Yeah. Oh, she does want to try a monthly TBR. I do it monthly. But you know what? If I don't get through my monthly TBR, I don't care. I don't care. Like, if I'm halfway through a book, if I only read like 3 books this month, I'll just move them all to the next month. Or if I'm like, yeah, maybe I just don't want to read that book, I'll take it all the way off. I like I have no judgment on myself, right? If I read what I read and I don't read what I don't read, and I'm like not putting any pressure on myself to read like 8 books this month, right? I read what I read. I want to enjoy it. Yeah, Tina does the Kindle Unlimited. They do have good books on Kindle Unlimited. I will say, I'm waiting. So normally my Kindle, hang on, let me see if I press this. It's funny that you say it only has smut books. Oh, it's not doing it now. Of course it's not when I want it to do it. But normally, you know, like when your book is gone and it gives you like that screen, normally this screen on my Kindle is a smut book. Of course now it's not, since we're talking about it, but it's just like and I'm like, why are you at Kindle? Amazon, why are you advertising these smut books to me when you know that I have never, ever, ever bought one or borrowed one? Why do you keep like advertising them to me? I don't want them. Yeah. Cozy mysteries. You guys are a mystery family. Which is funny, my mom was science fiction all the way. I hate science fiction. I hate it. That was all she would ever read, science fiction. Like 40,000 books in her house, paperbacks, science fiction paperbacks. Crazy, crazy. It's so funny that you and your dad have like the same taste in mysteries, and me and my mom, mm-mm, mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. V blew out the bank in January. V, you got to get the Kindle Unlimited. I'm sorry, I know, but there's so many good books out there, and especially on this booktube, like you hear people talking about these books they read, and you're like, that sounds good. I want to read that, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh crap! I just spent $100 on books. Your mom was like, what? Yeah. And Kimberly's like, you could spend it on worse things. Yes, Kimberly, it's absolutely true. And I have spent it on worse things. Kimberly, what are you reading? What's going on? Do you do the Kindle Unlimited? What have you like? I think she does. Kindle Unlimited gives a free trial. All right. But how much is it? I don't know. When I started it 187 years ago, like I only paid like $9.99. I don't know if it's the same price now or if it's gone up, but I was like, for $9.99, I mean, I can't buy a book for $10, and on Kindle Unlimited, I can read 100 books if I want. Project Hail Mary. Is it sci-fi? Well, now I got to look up Project Hail Mary. Never heard of it. Project Hail Mary. Audiobook. You know what? She's not a big reader. She doesn't understand. Oh, it's still $9.99. Well, like, I feel like that's a deal. Because even if you only find 1 or 2 books that you like every month, like, that's totally worth it to me. Don't do Kindle Unlimited, but you have a Kindle. The Maid I wanted to read The Maid. Are you liking it? It is one, somebody else recommended it to me. When? Last year? Is that possible? Well, it's only January, so yeah, maybe last year. The Maid, tell me, do you like it? 99, yes, yes, yes. I know, so I don't drive because I don't have a car and because I don't need a car, because I lived in New York for all those years and now I'm in Portugal and I'm in a town where I don't need a car. But when I lived in Atlanta, after college, I moved to Atlanta and I did have a car and I would do audiobooks all the time. And when my mom and I would go on like road trips, we would do audiobooks, but I haven't done them since then, but they're so popular. And so you think the audiobook of Project Hail Mary. All right, let me look it up. B highly recommends it. You're liking it so far. All right, The Maid. You're then like the second person who's saying that it's good that I know of. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. All right, I'm definitely having it on my list. Yeah, and how do you say this? Do you say it's scribed or scribed? I say scribe. I don't know. I say scribed. I don't know anything about it. Anybody? Anybody? Tina's a full audiobook full on. A lot of people are. A lot of people are. Can't. Oh. Interesting. Look at me. I'm like, I'm trying to wrap my head around the Kindle Unlimited for audiobooks is scribed. Or scribed? I don't know. I said the second one. I said the second one. I'm not check scribe. I might check it out. Yeah, Kindle Unlimited for audiobooks. So I'm going to visit one of my friends and we're driving from New Jersey to Chicago. And so we talked about like getting audiobooks. Maybe I'll grab that audiobook for our trip. Yeah, that sounds good to me. All right, I got too much stuff from here. I got Heartstopper. I got to read the graphic novels, and then I got to watch the Netflix, right? And I got confirmation from Kimberly that The Maid is something I should read. I should check it out. And now I got to get this audiobook to read on my trip from New Jersey to Chicago. Yeah. All right. I feel like now I have homework. I'm feeling like Tina, where I've got things I got to do and check off my list. Oh my gosh. All right. Hey guys, it's like after 7 o'clock at night here. It's time for me to like get some dinner. It's almost time for V to wake up. No, it's not. V's still talking about the audiobooks. Nonfiction. Oh my gosh. So now we got to talk about Matthew Perry's book. Because I've been seeing stuff about that. Amazon keeps sending me emails about it. Like that this, like they're suggesting this is a book I would be interested in. And I keep saying to Amazon, yeah, it is a book I would be interested in, but I can't do it right now. You did it. And he narrates it. This is the one where he talks about like, it's like the subtitle is something like friends, something and something else, where he's like talking about all of his troubles and everything and how he like made it through. Yeah, I kind of want to read that. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. All right, so that one I do want to read. But this month, my celebrity memoir this month is Julie Andrews, The Hollywood Years. Because I think it was on Kindle Unlimited, and it's been on my Kindle Unlimited for a while. And I finally went through and I was like, I got to read some of this stuff that's on my Kindle so that I can like move on to other stuff. So this month I'm working through on my TBR are books that have been on my Kindle Unlimited for a while. This month and next month, I'm like, I got to read all of this stuff that I downloaded because I thought it would be good to read, and then I just never read it. Right? It's time for me to read it. So that's my plan for this month. It's even better hearing it from him. So then maybe that's another audiobook I got to get. How long does it take to drive from New Jersey to Chicago? Yeah. All right. Hey guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. This was super, super, super fun. All right. Come back next week. Come back next Wednesday. We can do it all again. I plan to be here like every Wednesday. Same bat time, same bat channel, except for when I have to go to the US, and then I'll have to change things around a bit maybe. But next week, I will be here. If you guys have time, come back and hang out with me. This was super, super fun. Yes, Tina, thank you. Like, you guys made it super fun. Kimberly, I'm so happy to meet you guys. I'm happy to meet you. I'm happy to hang out with you. I hope I see you again. Have a good night or a good morning. Yeah, Tina, I hope your night is good too. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye, V. Bye, Kimberly. Bye, Tina. See you next time.